This is the How to Beach channel. This is a place where we talk about everything about the beach. We do gear reviews, we take you on beach tours, we tell you news, we give you tips, we give you hacks, and I'm gonna do a little bit of all of that today. Today I'm gonna update you on what's going on with cruise ships coming back to the Virgin Islands. And then at the end, I'm gonna give you a couple of packing tips on things you could bring on the cruise to make going to the beaches and some of your excursions maybe a little bit cheaper, a little bit better, a little bit more fun. Cruise ships are coming back to the Virgin Islands. Yay, finally, this is a great thing. For tourists, for the Virgin Islands, for businesses, local businesses here, for everybody. I think this is a win for everyone. And they've been coming back since they actually started in July. There were 2 boats that came in July that had about 5,000 passengers aboard those 2 ships. And then in August, we had about 8 ships that came with like 33,000 passengers aboard those 8 ships. And it's the end of August, we're coming into September now. So I thought I'd give you an update on what's going to be going on for September. So in September, we've got 19 ships coming with just over 60,000 passengers that will be coming into the Virgin Islands aboard those ships. 4 of them are going to St. Croix and the rest of them are going to be here in St. Thomas. There are 2 places that the ships dock here in St. Thomas, the West Indian Company dock they call Wico, and the Crown Bay dock over a little bit farther away. No matter where you come, you're gonna be able to get taxis, you're gonna be able to get safaris. Those are the open air taxis that we have here. You can obviously probably set up, most of you probably set up your own excursions. And I'm not gonna go too much into what to do on the island. We'll save that for another video. I have other videos about St. Thomas, things to do, various beaches, what beaches have good snorkeling, you know, some of the hikes we do around here, how to get over to St. John if you think you're going to try to skip over to St. John for the day. So I've got lots of other videos you can check out on my channel. I just want to do a quick video, update you on that cruise ships are coming back for those of you who may be interested, and tell you a little bit about, you know, how the progression has been increasing from 2 ships to 8 ships to 19 ships here in September. The October schedule is not out yet, so I can't tell you what's going on in the future, only for September. Okay, now as promised, I'll show you a few things that you could bring with you if you're coming on a Caribbean cruise that are things that are easy to pack, that might make your trip a little bit easier and save you a little bit of money and just make things more enjoyable. The first thing that I would suggest is consider bringing a backpack cooler. This has backpack straps, just like a backpack, but it's insulated and it's a cooler, and you can use this as a carry-on. Which isn't as important when you're on a cruise ship as it is on an airplane, but you can still, this is a big, I think this is like 30 liters. You can pack a lot in this and use it as a suitcase, but then when you go onto land, if you're gonna go to a beach or something, you could stop and fill this up with some beers from a local store or cocktails or whatever it is you wanna drink, snacks, so you don't have to pay like $5, $6, $7 for a beer or $8 for a fruity umbrella drink when you're sitting on the beach. If you want to save a little bit of money, that's a great way to have your own cooler and use it as a suitcase for packing. Like I say, a lot fits in there. So there's tip number 1. If you want to pay $8 or $10 per day per chair to rent a lounge chair, you can get this. It's way nicer than just putting a towel out on the sand. So when you pack it up, the sand doesn't stick to it, so you won't bring all that sand back into your cabin when you return to the boat. It has little stakes that come in here and it stakes into the ground. I've got a video that I'll link to up here on sand-free blankets. I've actually done 2 different videos on 2 different versions of this. This one's a little bit smaller, but either one would be great to bring with you, and it packs into your suitcase really small. You could also consider bringing microfiber towels. These things pack up super small. Again, this is something that the sand doesn't stick to these like a regular beach towel does, and they take up way less room than a normal beach towel. So you could put a couple of these in your suitcase and they take up very little space as well. I don't know how much room you're gonna have, but this is something to consider. We love this. We do not go to the beach without our little foldable, these are little camping tables is what they're made for, but they work great on the beach. This thing, it keeps, if you have a drink, it keeps your drink from going into the sand, and then all of the condensation from your cup or your can or whatever sticks to it and you got sand all over it. And then every time you take a drink, the sand goes down the front of you. So these things pack up super small. This weighs almost nothing. And I'll just show you real quick. That's it, that's the whole thing. Has these tiny little legs, but the way they're angled, they do keep it from just going all the way down into the sand. It sits about 1 inch above the sand. I keep my cell phone and my drink on here and it keeps them out of the sand. This is a great little thing if you want to bring this on your trip as well. And the last one I'll talk about is shoes. A lot of people, I was sitting on the beach yesterday and I noticed almost every single tourist had on some sort of water shoes, and you don't really need them for the beaches here. There are some rocky beaches here, but if you want to bring them, don't get the cheapy ones. Get the ones that look more like shoes. These have an actual sole, and then the water goes out through these holes in the bottom, and they have these little things that attach to the laces that make them more sturdy. I've had these for over 2 years. I've hiked mountains in Tortola. I've hiked all over St. Thomas with these things. I've taken them on several trips with me, and they've held up for a long time. So if you're my table just fell over. So if you're gonna get a sand-free shoe, these are only like $20. I would suggest not getting the cheapy ones. Get these. I mean, 20 bucks is still pretty cheap, but these have lasted me for a long time. And you could wear these and then just pack your flip-flops or whatever, your sandals. You don't really need extra pairs of shoes. These, I think, are nice enough you can get away with wearing these to a restaurant or wherever you want to go. I'll put links in the description below to not only these items that I just told you about, but to all of my beach gear. I'm a professional beach goer. I've figured out all the best gear to take to the beach, whether you're traveling by plane, by boat, by car. So I'll put links in the description to all of the beach gear that I use. And if you like this video, please hit that like button down there. It really does help the video for more people to find it. And if you want to see more content like this, everything about the beach, subscribe to the channel. I've got tons of other great content on the channel already, and I'm going to keep making more. So subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.